What up, guys? My name is Chase. I run the Affront podcast. I was recently on the Fresh and Fit live show, and I went there to network, to ask a question, and just to kind of be in the environment of millionaires and people who are like that. Because that's the direction I want to head to, is just be in a better position for myself, be able to help and network, and just be an asset, just be valuable to help other people with the value that I give. I've gotten a lot of comments on how my interaction with Wes Waston went, and I just want to give my direct impression. I haven't watched this. I only was in the moment and experiencing it. So I wanted to do a reaction video of my impressions and perceptions of the advice that Wes was giving me and what he was trying to tell me versus how other people were hearing what he was saying were two different things. I understand that he was saying some pretty harsh things, but it didn't come off that way. It was more wholehearted for me for what he was telling me. So yeah, let's get into the video. I am right here in the front row with this lovely pine tree shirt. I don't believe I got to talk yet. So just reading it now, like, people in the comments are just shitting on Wes. Like, nobody likes this guy. And I don't understand why. So what I remember from this interaction is how he was talking about he's been in the lowest lows and the highest highs. Like, you can't not admire the guy from being able to pull himself up, probably from his bootstraps, just by how he talks and how he presents himself. He's proud of where he is and who he is now, and I can imagine he wasn't very proud of the man he was before and his situations that he was in before. I mean, he was in jail for, I think, 10, 15 years. I don't recall how long he was in there for, but it was a very long time, and I can imagine that weighs heavy on him as he brings it up a lot. But he's making an example of, like, look, I was a loser. I came from nothing, and I built myself up. Now look at me. And he's using his materialistic things as, I guess, trophies, just checklist things that he's accomplished for himself. That's how I'm perceiving how he's talking about himself. It is arrogant. It is loud, but that's just how he talks. That's how he communicates. That's just him. I mean, I don't think he's intending to be offensive, but if you obviously show that you're offended by the things he's saying, he's not going to care. Why waste time on stuff like that? Not everyone is built that way, which it's kind of admirable. It really is, being able to not let things get to you. And just, it's crazy how much the comments are just shitting on him. Because, I mean, look at him, dude. Like, just from looks, he's ideal. He's in great shape. He's got money. He's able to sit on podcasts and give advice. He's someone to, in my opinion, to respect, just because of the situation that he's in. I mean, there's plenty of other wealthy, rich people who don't do stuff like this, and he's taking the time out of his own life to do stuff like this. I mean, he could be out partying on a boat or whatever. So I don't know Wes at all. I've only ever seen him on the Fresh and Fit podcast, and now I think I saw him once or twice, and he gives the impression that he gives, loud and arrogant, which is fine. But what he says, from so far what I've heard, he's not wrong. The way he says things is hard for some people to digest. I don't know him. I don't watch his content. I don't really have much of an opinion of him, so I'm going in very neutral on this, especially when I was talking to him in person. I don't really have a negative or positive baseline with Wes. This is honestly the most experience that I've had with him was being on that show and actually getting to talk to him.
Hi guys, my name's Chase. Been watching you guys' show for a long time, and I wanted to know on how to build a team for networking. Elmon had that question earlier. We talked about it. We kind of connected a little bit, which was great. But before coming here, I messaged you. I messaged Aaron on this question. You guys are busy. I get that. And the hardest thing that I have understanding is how to network and how to meet people and have them understand that I have value and that I can provide things. I'm the most valuable person that I know that I am around. And like he said earlier, you got to move. You got to go somewhere else. I'm kind of rooted where I'm at. I've never drank, never smoked.
Where are you at?
I'm in Washington, Puyallup area.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So I've never drank, never smoked, never had any of those bad habits. I've been around people who have, and that just wasn't for me. And it's really hard to find people who are like me and who I can connect with to just kind of get to where I want to be. I admire you guys. I want to be in the same level and hopefully actually sit next to you guys in a podcast or something. Just be respected to the same kind of deal. What I'm striving for is being able to help people who have a similar background with me. Single mom, growing up poor, didn't have food in the house, shit like that. And that shit sucks. So where can I go? And this is for questions. I'm hoping you can give an answer for people who aren't here, who can't afford to be here. Where can they go? How can they connect? You guys suggested social media, and it's challenging at times. It's intimidating as well, especially with you guys who are like saying the stuff. It's like, well, what can I say to have value that you guys haven't already said?
Right.
Yeah. So
sorry if that's a lot.
So yeah, I was wanting to pretty much put it out there. I wanted to give out a little bit of a background about myself, so these guys can kind of understand where I'm coming from and what I'm trying to say. I came from nothing. I don't want to make it a poor me story, but that's literally my background. Like everything I have, I had to work for, I had to earn, and I don't have people who can help me excel. Like there is literally nobody better in my friend group that I can learn from, that I can be pulled up by. And that's the premise of my question to these guys is, where can I go? Who can I talk to? How can I get better and be better if the people around me are just losers? Like I'm stuck. I'm literally stuck. These guys are getting ready to give their response.
A lot.
No, that was great.
You're good.
We
said hit this real quick.
Yeah,
Oh, no, you want to? No, go ahead, bro, please.
We already said that before. You have a different story than I have, bro. You know, people are going to listen to you before to me because maybe they're not going to feel identified with the guy that's so tatted, flies with his wife in a private jet and posts up to a Bugatti, you know. Maybe feel identified with you, you know. So you have a story different to mine. You're not seeing your value yourself because you're saying we have said it all, but you haven't said anything yet. You have to say what you have inside, bro. Like you went from port to here, so you made it big time. So you can always help people that are behind you. Don't focus on like people that are ahead of you, you know?
I don't have anyone that I can lean on that's ahead of me. Like I said, I'm in the highest status of any of my friend group, but it's not very high. But everyone comes to me for advice. Everyone comes to me for suggestions.
It's time to drop those fucking friends because you got some new ones right here. You know, there's a bunch of guys right here that are like-minded, right? That are probably in the same exact situation that you're in, where they're the top of the echelon where they're from, right? Whether it's Baton Rouge, Louisiana, out there in Washington State. There's a bunch of guys that are probably at the top of their pinnacle where they're at, and you can go ahead and network with them here, because that was the first question was, how do I build a team of people that I can network with? You got it right here, man. We've done the work for you, where we've assembled a bunch of guys that are like-minded, etc.
You're doing it.
And here's the other thing, too. You're going to be dealing with a bunch of guys that are aware to the same degree that you are about the world, how the world works, how women work, etc. Because the last thing you want to do is deal with guys that are blue pill, that don't understand, you know, basic dynamics. So you got a bunch of guys right here that you can network with and start there.
So I don't know if you know, but I never smoked or drunk in my life. But sometimes you got to look at it like some friends can be distractions, you know what I mean? And you just got to find the people that's disciplined like you. So if your friends are distractions, you just have to cut the friends off. And like I was saying, you should move earlier, because like if you notice nobody is in your area that can help you get to the next level, then you have to go where the next level is. You know what I mean? It's just simple as that, you know?
So I really appreciate Kevo for this. He was very calm. He had a very relatable tone and body language about him. Super cool guy.
People shine in Miami till I showed up, motherfucker, straight up. They tried. They tried. You couldn't even write a better. The way I pull up, you couldn't even fake that in the craziest movie possible. Straight up. I roll in a Phantom with my security strapped, and I'm in the Bugatti in front of him. And nobody pulls up like me. They couldn't even try on their best day. They couldn't even write a fictional scenario where someone did that in a movie, bro. Like, this is, like, why would you believe you're at any type of level? Like, you're not, bro. Get around people that are, and then smack yourself for even having to ask that question, bro. You need to be in better shape, bro. You need.
So from what I'm hearing from Wes right away is that he was talking about himself and talking about how shit didn't start until he got to Miami. I'm not sure what he meant by that, but what I did follow up with was that he was trying to be relatable in that sentence he was giving, going about how he has these things. Instead of saying, like, I started out broke too, and now I'm here, he was just saying he's already the result, was what I was getting out of it. Without saying it all, I've already been through the muck. I've been through it all, but I'm here now, and I have all of this to show for it. I have all of this to show for all my hard work and effort. That's why he's talking about having a Bugatti and living the life that he's currently living.
You need to step it up. You need better fucking shoes. You need to dress fucking better. Bro, you need someone above you to critique the fuck at you. Because, like, you're delusional as fuck. And I'm going to tell you right now, love ain't lies, bro. If people lie to you, they're not your friend, bro. Like, literally. And you're kind of a little cupcake, you're a little soft dude. And so I know it probably will hurt you to say this shit, but you need it, bro. Wake the fuck up, bro. Like.
So he gave a lot there. He was critiquing me, which is good, because if you don't see your flaws, you don't know how to improve, right? I'm aware that the way I dress myself looks kind of trashy. It does. It looks bummish. And sure, in that stance, I came as I was. That was me. That's how I dress. That's how I look. I wasn't trying to impress anybody. I wasn't trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes. I wanted people to see me for me. And that's it right there. That is me. That is how I do things. That's the kind of shoes I wear. I wear beat up shoes that I wear for years until I poke holes in them. I actually went and bought those shorts that while I was in Miami. So those shorts are brand new. The shirt is fairly new. It's probably a year, but yeah, that's just me right there. And so he was, from what I heard, he was calling me a softie because I care too much. He heard that I was saying that I want to take care of other people and be there for other people, which is true. And I am soft for that. That is a weakness of mine. But yeah, so far I haven't taken any offense to anything that Wes has said. Of course, it's only been like 30 seconds of him talking, but I'm just trying to clear up everything step by step of what I'm perceiving him saying.
Like, you're seeing people on social media that are ripped. Do you not want to be ripped?
I'm not embarrassed of my physique.
You should be, dude. What the hell's the matter with you? Lift your shirt up. Come on, dog. Like, no way, bro. You're not embarrassed of that? Like, wake up, dude. You've seen people, right? Like, people who are killing it. You don't believe you're worth that? You're worth way more than what you are. Why are you staying there, bro? Some lady asked me today, show me the inside of that Lamborghini SUV. I've never seen one.
So I think I'm in pretty good shape, especially with the examples that I have around me. But from Wes's standpoint, I am not that beefed up. I am not in that good of shape. I could be in better shape for sure. But again, the critique is the important part, needing to know where I need to improve. And coming from someone like him that's a need for improvement, right? I do plan to do a response video showing my physical stats, right? So you guys can kind of get a baseline of where I'm currently at, like how much I can bench press, my squats, my pull-ups, push-ups, running a mile, stuff like that, just to kind of get a rough idea. And also my weight, kind of put that in perspective of how and where I'm currently at.
I said, this is my worst car. And she's like, what do you mean? And I told her some of the stuff I had. She's like, why would you need all that? I said, because I'm worth it. I'm worth a ripped physique. I'm worth all the stuff. I'm worth everything that I have. And it's not just material shit. I'm worth the praise I get all around the world. Literally, some lady brought her little daughters up to take a picture with me while I was at dinner. Sometimes, most of the time, I don't even pay because someone surrounding me pays for my tab because I've already changed their life. I usually don't even pay wherever I go, bro. Straight up. You're worth way more than that, bro. I'm not calling you out. I'm calling you up to a level that you don't think you're worth because you think that's okay. That's not okay, dog.
You said it before.
So let's change his word to worth, from worth to deserve, right? For a better understanding. He's saying that he deserves these things, right? Don't misunderstand what I'm trying to say. I'm just using this as an example because people are more familiar with the way this word is used, right? People say, I deserve to have these things, right? I deserve to have someone pay for my meal for me. I deserve to have nice cars. I deserve to have this. He doesn't use the word to deserve because he knows that he earned it. So now he's worth it. Right? He's worth having his meals paid for by somebody else. He's worth his physique. Everything that he's worth is because he earned it. That is what he is saying. He's not being arrogant in this sentence. He's actually giving a very heart-to-heart advice to me. I really wanted to talk to him more after the show, but I understand that he had his own thing going on and he had to go. To me personally, I think I can relate to this guy, not just by arrogance, just because of the struggles that we've had, and it's very apparent to me what he's saying, and just like the tone of his voice and everything, it's coming from a place of endearment is what I'm hearing.
Oh, bro, you're the best where you are. Like you gotta surround yourself with people that have better physiques, better religion, better money. Like you have to be the brokest person in the room. You have to be the unfittest person in the room. If you think you're already fit, you're losing, bro. And I wake up every day and I think I'm fat. I think I'm broke.
I'm fat and broke the second I wake up.
I think I'm not. I don't know shit, bro. People think I'm I don't know. I don't know shit, bro. And I wake up every day, I'm like, what the fuck I'm doing, bro? I need to get my shit together. And this is why I give 100% every day. You got to do the same shit.
Would it make you a better version of you to be way fit or a worse version?
Myron always says a strong body is a strong mind, and I admire that.
What do you say? What Myron says? What do you say, bro?
I agree. Yeah.
So next time just say I agree, bro.
Thank you.
So you're better than where you're at, bro. Sit down. No, I'm just kidding.
And one more thing. wait. And one more thing, I'll just say, if you're and this is really important. This is for everybody in here, because a lot of you guys, I was in this situation too. You might be the smartest guy in your group. You make the most money. You're the most successful. The reality is you're the biggest fucking fool. If you're the smartest guy in the room, you're actually the biggest fool. You need to be around people that are way better than you so that you're always like, damn, what am I doing? Because we're human beings. We like to get comfortable. You need to learn how to become comfortable being uncomfortable.
That's what That's exactly what I was going to say before Myron said that, was that these dudes do not entertain complacency. That's why they were saying that they feel like they're losers and they're fat when they wake up in the morning. Well, they haven't done anything besides wake up, right? That's where they don't allow the feeling of contentment set in. They're not okay with being complacent. They're aware that they need to continue to improve and excel, which is good. It is a very strong mindset to be in, and that's exactly what Myron was just saying.
By being around people that are better than yourself.
You know what I see in you, bro? You want better for yourself, right?
Yes.
Now, Wes is a hard teacher, but he means well.
I understand
But I can
that.
see with you, right, bro? Like, you want more for your life. You're in DC, right?
So I'm not going to say I'm good at reading body language, but by the way that Wes is looking at me, he's not looking at me with, like, he's not looking down on me. I never got that at all through his entire discussion, that he was looking down upon me and thinking less of me or anything like that. But to me, it looks like he cares. He's probably not good at showing it or doesn't really want anybody to see it, but that's how I took it, which is great. It's awesome. It's good that I can connect with someone who is way beyond in the social status and who has done so well with themselves. I mean, like, and that's something that I learned by being here, is all these guys are just guys. Like, you think that they're just these millionaires, superstars who look down on you just because you're a regular nobody and everything. It's like, no, like, these guys are just guys. This is what I love about what Fresh and Fit does. They're devoting themselves for the betterment of others, which is great. That's how we were able to sit down and be there on that show and do what we were doing. Like, it's a really great opportunity, and I'm glad I went. I'm glad I got to do this and listen and talk and just be there. It was an awesome event.
No, Washington.
He's in Washington
First-
State.
Washington, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's there really doing much. So what Kevin said is, leave that environment to a better environment. I remember I came to Miami 8 years ago, right? I hold on. Came to Miami. I didn't even know what Lambo was. I'm from a small island, Barbados. I didn't know what was possible until coming here. I saw, I said, damn, how do I get that? I saw someone driving a Lamborghini, right, at Starbucks. I said, listen, bro, sorry to bother you, but like, what do you do for a living? I want to learn. Question. But guess what I did? Changed my environment. Same thing with you. You leave that sorry-ass state, come to someplace like Vegas, New York, maybe not Miami, but regardless, it doesn't matter. You change your environment. Then, what do you need? Confidence in yourself. Because right now, I see someone who wants better for himself, but the confidence, is it really there? Because if I see you talking to me right now, right, confidence, I want to help you. Because I know what you want. You come to me like, oh, bro, I just want to do better. What does that mean? What's your skill? What's your value? So knowing that up front with confidence to a new city, you'll kill it, bro. You'll kill it.
You got a bunch of guys here to Kickstarter with.
Bro. You got to compete, man. You got to be a competitor.
So Walter was right. I should get out of my environment and go and chase successful opportunities and be around successful people. But I feel like if I were to do that, I would be doing the same thing that everyone else is doing, where they flock to where all the fortune and fame is, and leaving everyone else around on the outside with nothing. I want to be not with where everyone else is. I want to be in the places where nobody is, to help people who don't have anything, who grew up the same way I did. Just create that opportunity and just be that successful person that is in this area, if that makes sense. Rather than flocking to where everyone else is. It's like, oh, well, if you want to go and be rich, go to Hollywood. Like, that was a big thing when I was growing up. If you want to be somebody, go to Hollywood. If you want to be this person, go here. Like how they're talking about Miami being a big spot. That's cool. Miami really isn't for me. I don't really like the city life like that. But again, where I'm at, out in Washington, I would rather be a big popular guy out here where no one is big and popular. And if they are, they're kind of assholes. All right, let's hear what Wes is getting ready to say.
Competitor, bro. No one will ever beat me, bro. Ever, bro. They won't beat me. Go to my page, go to other people's pages. I beat them so badly, it's just drastic. You need to beat me, bro. You have to best me. That's what you have to do to take the spotlight. And you can. With the areas that you could speak better than me, you could get more ripped than me, you could do a lot of stuff better than me. But you have to choose to fucking beat me, bro. Like, everyone thinks it's a competition just me versus me. No. You're against everybody. Every man that's trying to take the chick you want. Everybody online who's trying to steal the spotlight you want. The internet's very unbiased. If you're not getting likes, it's because you suck. And if you are getting likes, it's because you don't. Straight up.
So again, it's not arrogance. He's not being an asshole. He's really not. He's giving strong, solid advice. He's using himself as an example. Like, look at me. I'm better than you. Now you have something to strive for, something to pursue. He wasn't putting me down. He was just making a point that I need to work on myself. I need to reach that level that he's at. That's it. Ta-da. If you're still perceiving that he was saying that out of arrogance, imagine this. You have a shitty car. Wouldn't you like a nicer car? Wouldn't you like a new car? Wouldn't you like a new house? Wouldn't you like a new phone? Like, I mean, your friends have new phones. Your friends have new clothes. Like, yeah. These are the things that just never really fazed me, though. I never really cared much for it because from my perspective, if it works, it's good. Right? Well, what he's saying is that you need to get out of that mindset. You need to want better for yourself. You need to want to excel and get these things. What I want is just to be able to do it. I want to be able to have the capacity to be able to get these things. I really don't care. I'm not a materialistic person. I'm more focused on survival and just making sure I stay alive. But I understand that isn't exactly how the world perceives value. And not that I really care about that, but if I do want to get myself in a better position, I need to kind of get on board and just play the part of that I have things to have value. And it's not going to change my character. It's not going to change the person that I am, and I'm going to be some arrogant asshole. I'm just going to be able to put myself in a better position because people like people who dress nice. It's just a fact. That's how it is. And I need to stop being delusional, like he was saying, and get out of that mindset and go with the flow.
All right, who's up next?
Did that help?
It did. I had one more question, but I can move on so you can move on.
Yeah. Just don't worry. We'll talk after.
We'll do after, bro.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay, that was the end of me talking and just being able to have the opportunity to reevaluate and explain my perception, and hopefully this cleared up some other people's perceptions on what Wes was saying and how it was being portrayed to me. Because even after the show, after all this was done, I had people come up to me and say, "Oh, don't worry about what Wes was saying. You know, he's just loud and arrogant." And it's like, I didn't take that at all. Like, he didn't hurt my feelings in any way. Like, he was talking to me, from what I heard, with his heart. He was being honest, and he was encouraging me to do better. There was no offense taken by anything that Wes said at all. Yeah, he was just being real, and that's it. Like, cut and dry. That's what he does. He's just upfront, and he's straightforward, and that's all he needs to be. I mean, why sugarcoat things? Why mislead me on the path of saying, you know what, bro, you are doing good. You do look good driving a Geo Metro. And it's like, sure, okay, yeah. And that's why he was critiquing me on my fit. He was critiquing me on my physique, my finances. You know, everything that he critiqued me on is because he wants to see me do better on that. To sum up what Wes was saying to me, it was all received positively. There's nothing to really take issue with. I mean, think about it. Like, I only got advice from the guys who could relate to me, right? I'm not trying to be prejudiced towards the guys who didn't talk, but I mean, if they had something to say, they would have said it, right? I appreciate the guys taking the opportunity to say something to me that could or would benefit me. They did their part. They're not going to hold my hand on it. They're not going to lead me to success, but they were advising that I seek it out for myself and build myself up and do that, which I need to do. And I learned how to network a little bit. I need to go to more events. I need to put myself out there more, just like how I am right now. I appreciate that everything that was said to me from all of these guys on this stage. It was all good advice. There wasn't anything that I really have to scoff at. Like, I have no complaints. I do want to take a minute to thank Fresh and Fit for this opportunity that they've been giving everyone, because no one else does this. No one else gives you the opportunity to sit around like-minded individuals and also themselves, wealthy individuals, to better yourself. Like, I can't not think of another podcast or another show or another anything that puts themselves in this kind of position to interact with just regular people like us. And it was just a great opportunity. It was a great experience. It was awesome. It was very beneficial. I think that's the end of my review, and being able to break down and diagnose and just kind of lay it out there what I was hearing and what Wes was saying to me, along with the other guys and the kind of feedback and input that they were providing. Thanks for watching the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. It'll help me a lot, but it'll also help me help you. Take care, guys.